America is the proud home of many ethnic backgrounds, and one of the largest immigrant groups in the country is Indians. But what if many of these immigrants have found an illegal way that still operates to date? Yes, that's right. Thousands of Indians have been discovered crossing the US border illegally, and the point of entry is coming straight from Nicaragua. But what is really happening? Why are Indians taking a donkey route? And what is America doing about it? In this video, let's expose the real details of Indians crossing the US border from Nicaragua. But before we get into the thick of this illegal immigration, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Where is Nicaragua? Situated between the Caribbean Sea and the North Pacific Ocean, Nicaragua is a quaint Central American country. Its neighbors are Costa Rica and Honduras, and it is famously known for its dramatic terrain of lakes, volcanoes, and beaches. For South Asians such as Indians and Bangladeshi, this country is perhaps more popular for being a one-way entry to America, the land where dreams come true. As many as 96,917 Indians attempted to enter the US illegally in the financial year 2023, signaling a 51.61% jump from the previous year, according to data made available by the US Customs and Border Patrol. But what is the donkey route? As bizarre as this word sounds, the donkey route is a local term for going on a long and roundabout journey to dodge border controls. In simpler words, this term refers to illegal border crossings, especially taken by Indians. This term isn't new to Indians. In fact, the donkey route is derived from the Punjabi word donkey, which means to move from one place to the next. The use of donkey flights by undocumented immigrants can be traced back to an era when people relied on donkeys for travel, a practice considered unconventional in today's world of planes, trains, and automobiles. However, it's crucial to understand that traveling on donkeys held a unique appeal for many folks back then and endured through the centuries. This mode of transport was once a predominant method for navigating difficult terrains. Back then, difficult terrain would mean places you could go easily and legally. Today, the term donkey flights, with its humorous undertone, means employing illegal ways so that individuals can reach places where their legal entry is challenging. And the donkey route today is vastly controlled by unscrupulous travel agencies exploiting the dreams of people to emigrate. How was this illegal immigration first discovered? On the 26th of December 2023, a Nicaragua-bound plane with a layover in France was stopped. The authorities highly suspected human trafficking within this plane, and over 60 Indians belonging to Gujarat were interrogated and sent back. It was found that these passengers agreed to pay immigration agents a handsome amount of somewhere between $72,000 to $96,000 American dollars if the agents helped them cross into the US illegally after reaching Nicaragua. Today, these passengers are back to their hometowns, and an investigation team is interrogating them all to discover this complex ring of illegal immigration. From the interrogation so far, it's been found that the agents had also booked air tickets for these passengers with the promise of taking them into America via Nicaragua. Not only that, but they also gave up to $3,000 American dollars to each passenger to deal with any emergencies en route. According to The Wire, around 4 US donkey flights had already left for their planned destination, while 2 more such flights were all set to move, when the Nicaragua-bound flight from Fujairah, Dubai, was intercepted by immigration officials under charges of human trafficking at Vatry Airport in France. Till now, people have been traveling to the US or Europe in groups via the donkey routes, utilizing major international airlines, and then crossing the respective borders in cars, containers, boats, or ships. It often involves sham travel agents exploiting people financially. Some even go to the extent of selling all their assets to pay these agents to enter Western nations like the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. This illegal migration method has become synonymous with the exploitation of vulnerable individuals who, driven by the charm of international travel, fall prey to deceitful promises made by unscrupulous agencies. Many desperate families invest funds, pinning their hopes on promised visas. The standard US donkey route crosses through a host of Central American states, including Nicaragua, Havana, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, and Colombia via the Panama Jungle or Arizona and Peru. In the majority of the cases, the illegal migrants either take a road donkey via Mexico or a boat journey to Havana. The donkeys also operate via the Panama Jungle, a perilous forest where people walk for days crossing the Darien Gap, a geographical region in Darien Province, to the US border. At least 41,770 of those Indians attempted to enter the US via the Mexican land border. Usually, it takes around a month or more to complete the journey, which begins from Nicaragua. Travelers then cross through different Central American states, depending on the network of donkers or agents. The report from the US State Department highlighted Nicaragua's minimal efforts in addressing labor trafficking. It noted the absence of reported investigations, prosecutions, or convictions of government employees involved in trafficking offenses, despite the prevalence of corruption and widespread official complicity in the country. This begs the question: why are Indians taking up a dangerous and illegal journey? Number 1. Better economic situation. One of the primary motivations behind Indian migration through Nicaragua is the pursuit of better economic prospects. India, with its vast population and limited employment opportunities, is leaving many struggling to make ends meet. The American dream, with its promise of higher wages and improved living standards, is becoming a powerful magnet for those seeking a brighter future. Many Indians have started to believe that by reaching the United States, they can secure better paying jobs and provide for their families back home. Moreover, political instability and persecution in certain regions of India are also driving people to seek asylum or migrate illegally to the United States. Number 2. Safety concerns. Ethnic and religious tensions, as well as concerns over freedom of expression and human rights violations, are pushing some Indians to flee their homeland in search of safety and security. For these individuals, the United States represents a sanctuary where they can live free from fear and oppression. Number 3. Family reunification. Family reunification is another powerful motivator behind Indian migration. Many migrants are journeying through Nicaragua with the hopes of reuniting with loved ones who have already made the journey or are residing in the United States. The desire to be with family members, to provide support, and to build a better future together serves as a driving force for many migrants, outweighing the risks involved. Also, for a lot of Indian migrants, the desire to provide their children with access to quality education and better opportunities is driving their decision to migrate. The United States is renowned for its world-class educational institutions and the potential for upward social mobility. By reaching the US, parents are hoping to secure a brighter future for their children, offering them opportunities that may be out of reach in India. Number 4. America is just better than South Asia. Additionally, the United States is often portrayed as a land of opportunity in popular culture and media. The perception of the US as a place where hard work is rewarded, where anyone can achieve success regardless of their background, is motivating individuals to take the risk of crossing borders illegally. Despite the challenges and dangers involved, the dream of a better life in America remains a powerful driving force for migrants worldwide. So, what is the US doing to curb illegal immigration? No matter what country it is, illegal immigration can wreak havoc on the local culture, economy, and lifestyle. And a refugee crisis is the one thing America doesn't need right now. Since the discovery of the donkey route, America has taken strict actions to stop illegal immigration, such as: Number 1. Stricter border control and checks. One of the primary ways the US is tackling South Asian illegal immigration is through border enforcement and surveillance. This includes increasing patrols along the US-Mexico border, deploying technology such as drones and surveillance cameras, and implementing stricter security measures at ports of entry. These efforts aim to deter and detect illegal border crossings, regardless of the migrant's country of origin. Number 2. Stronger visa policies to detain illegal immigrants. The US government is also implementing policies aimed at deterring illegal immigration and streamlining legal immigration processes. This includes stricter visa requirements, enhanced vetting procedures, and measures to crack down on visa overstays. Additionally, policies such as the Trump administration's travel ban targeted certain countries, including several in South Asia, citing security concerns. Number 3. Diplomatic and joint efforts. Diplomatic engagement with South Asian countries plays a crucial role in tackling illegal immigration. The US is working with governments in the region to address the root causes of migration, such as economic hardship, political instability, and human rights abuses. Diplomatic efforts are being focused on promoting economic development, enhancing border security capabilities, and facilitating the return of undocumented migrants to their home countries. While the US is taking measures to enforce immigration laws and secure its borders, it also recognizes the humanitarian aspects of the issue. South Asian migrants, like others, often flee poverty, persecution, or violence in their home countries in search of safer and better opportunities. As such, the US is providing avenues for legal immigration, including asylum and refugee resettlement for those in genuine need of protection. Despite these efforts, tackling South Asian illegal immigration presents significant challenges. The vast distances involved, coupled with complex migration routes and diverse socioeconomic conditions in the region, are making it difficult to address the root causes effectively. Additionally, diplomatic tensions and political sensitivities may hinder cooperation between the US and South Asian countries on immigration issues. With that said, how is illegal immigration impacting the American citizen? The influx of South Asian illegal immigrants into the United States has various impacts on US citizens, ranging from economic, social, to political effects. Number 1. Employment competition continues. South Asian illegal immigrants often compete with low-skilled American workers, particularly in sectors such as construction, hospitality, and agriculture. This competition can lead to downward pressure on wages and job displacement for American workers, particularly those with limited education or skills. Number 2. Racism and social tension rises. As Indians cross the borders illegally, it has created a sense of panic amongst the local American community who view these immigrants as criminals. And the presence of such a community has created a social tension that is further sparked by racism. Whether it is protesting against the illegal South Asian community or calling 911 for Indians acting suspicious when they're doing regular activities, this social tension often lets out steam in terms of manslaughter, injuries, and much more. Number 3. Voting patterns change. The presence of undocumented immigrants impacts America's voting patterns in certain regions. Some argue that immigrants, even if ineligible to vote, may influence the political landscape by shaping the priorities of elected officials and political parties. Number 4. Raises concern for human trafficking. Illegal immigration raises concerns about border security and the effectiveness of immigration enforcement measures. Gaps in border control may be exploited by individuals with nefarious intentions, posing potential security risks to US citizens. The same networks used for illegal immigration can also facilitate human trafficking and smuggling operations. These criminal activities not only endanger the lives of migrants, but also pose risks to the safety and security of US citizens. While the recent revelation of Indians crossing the US border illegally from Nicaragua may have captured headlines, it is likely not an isolated incident. For example, the point from which hundreds of thousands of South Asians entered Canada is the Roxham Road, which is still serving as an access point for many illegal immigrants. And this is the end of our video. If you'd like to debunk similar scandals with us, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. That way we'll book you a passenger seat on our upcoming video travels. In the meantime, check out this cool video right here.